G'day viewers, welcome and thanks for tuning in and doing something very special today. Don't really get much of an opportunity to do this. So we're out at Lake Eppalock. We're meeting up with the Victorian Fishing Authority and also the Minister, and we're going to be releasing Murray cod fingerlings into Lake Eppalock. So thought I'd take the opportunity to share it with you, just go through the process, ask a few questions. Put together a little bit of a video together so you get a bit of an understanding of how it all happens.
Yeah.
So how many have we got in here?
Ben was the counter, so...
Got about 40,000 in here at the moment.
Yep.
They're all about a gram in weight.
Man.
So you've only bought 4 kilos of fish, is that
Yeah, no, I think there's, doesn't look like a lot, but it is, isn't it? Especially when they'll start to move once that water gets a little bit lower. Try not to suck the fish out.
Man. So we'll just have a look at these.
Look at that.
And there we have it. So sorry, roughly how many do you think you've got?
There's about 40,000 in here.
40,000. Okay.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, wow.
What we've got in here and what we've got out there.
Yep.
So just slowly introduce them to that water and sort of shocking them. About 2.5 degrees difference in water temperature as well.
So what are you measuring on the dials there?
pH.
The pH, yep.
So out in the water behind you, it's sitting at about 8.
Yep.
And our water from the farm was around 5.991, and only 0.1 of something is enough to shock them and make them feel crook.
And obviously the other one's just the temperature.
We've got the temperature down here,
Yep.
and then the oxygen percentage in the water.
Yep.
So obviously it's pretty low now, but that's because we had 40,000 fish sitting in about 100 litres of water.
Yep.
So that'll come up pretty quick now. Go.
Wow. What do you want to do? Murray cod. Look at that. Feast for the eyes, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's incredible. Oh, it's extraordinary.
So Luke, when it comes to putting the Murray cod into the water, is there any specific sort of areas or conditions or anything that you're sort of looking for?
Yeah, certainly there are. What we're looking for is somewhere where there's going to be a bit of cover for them. So once you release the fingerlings out into the water, they've got sort of protection that they can get to quite well. Also, we sort of, by and large, we know where sort of redfin and other predating fish sort of might hang out. So we avoid those sort of areas.
Yep.
And also we test the water in terms of temperature and pH levels.
Yeah.
And then we shandy the water from when they're in the container to the water they're going to be in, so they can get used to that slowly.
Yep.
And then we release them and they get used to it.
Yeah. So it's very much like buying a goldfish at the pet shop, isn't
Absolutely.
it?
Like soaking the bag in the top of the to get the temperatures right. It's a similar sort of a thing in terms of putting the water in.
Yeah.
So they get used to a bit of the shandied water before they have to put up with this water full time. But this is beautiful clear water.
Yeah.
So they'll love it once they get used to it.
So has there been any studies done on roughly how long, what sort of percentage of success rate when it comes to...
We don't really know, because once they're out in the water, it's sort of hard to track them.
Yeah, of course.
But we've got sort of varying anecdotal evidence or feel from the guys involved, and we think that could be as high as 20%.
Yeah, really, that
20
high?
to 30%, depending on some species will probably be better than others. It also depends on sort of the level of, might be redfin or carp or other fish in the water. But we think in some cases it could be as high as 20 to 30%. and if they grow on to be big fish,
Yeah.
they're out there for
Yeah, cool.
Victoria's fishers to go and catch.
Yeah, and I think obviously their success rate would potentially grow to that metre length. It's certainly improved over the last probably 10 years with the regulations associated with sizing, but also the awareness of looking after cod, and not as many people take cod for a feed now. It's more for the prestige of that photo trophy type fish, isn't it?
Yeah, and people love to take the photo of the cod, and I love to do that myself. But by and large now, we're increasingly see people use cod as a catch and release fish.
Yeah.
Where even if they are in the slot size or the slot limit, they still just get their photo that they can show to their friends, but quite often release the fish back into the waters.
Yeah.
But the VFA stock 10 million fish a year, nearly 4 million cod a year.
Yeah.
So if people do want to take one that's in the slot limit, that's okay as well.
Yeah.
And because it's such an iconic fish, and when you catch one out of the water, the colours on the fish are just so beautiful. And I think that's increasingly popular amongst fishers who appreciate that. And they love to get their photo, but get them back into water as quickly as possible is what we're finding, which is terrific.
And it's really good that there's been some really good, nice cod being caught out of this lake, especially over the last few weeks. And the great thing, it's only even more exciting that we've got the opportunity to hit it in spring now. Obviously, with this not being a closed fishery for natives, so.
Yeah, that's right. And we've done that in a number of different locations around, particularly in the lakes.
Yeah.
Here at Eppalock's one of the most recent ones that we've added to the list of all year-round cod fisheries.
Yeah.
And that's great, so people can get out at any time of the year and go out and target a fish.
Yeah.
And they can keep it if they want to, but they can also return it if they don't want to keep it.
Yeah, cool. So here we go, we're just about to head out and drop these little fellas off. So, yeah, as you can see, we're to go out and find a nice spot with a bit of structure, a bit of cover, give them the best opportunity for those initial few months of their life so they can grow a little bit bigger. There we have it. Go find a nice safe spot to put these little fellas. So how good was that? Really good experience. Glad I took the opportunity to come out. Really pleasing just to see how passionate these Victorian fishery guys are, and also that that the authority sees Lake Eppalock as one of those inland lakes as an opportunity to grow the native population. So hope you enjoyed the vid, guys. I certainly enjoyed coming out. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. Love to hear your comments, what your thoughts are below, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.